Okay, so nobody should show anyone his private key, but I'll show you because I don't care, because I don't have Bitcoin here. Okay, so this Bitcoin CLI command, the dump private key, will actually show you the private key that is associated with a Bitcoin address. So what I can do is this. So this is the Bitcoin address. So if I want to see the private key of this Bitcoin address, so what I can do, Bitcoin CLI dump private key, and if I do this, oops, what happened? Bitcoin, okay, I have Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin CLI dump private key, and it will dump the private key. Okay, why it's taking a long time? I don't know what's happening. Let me accept. Okay, I will connect to the server again. Password, and okay, we clear it, then dump private key. Oh, it's taking time. However, it's taking time. Stuck somewhere. Get addresses by account viewer. Help. It got stuck somewhere. Oh no, it's okay. It printed out. Bitcoin CLI get addresses back. Okay, now it's smooth. Oh, this freaked me out. Dump priv key. Invalid Bitcoin. Okay, dump priv key. So yes, now it's working. I don't know what happened. Probably there's another program running in the server which is extracting information from by calling these JSON RPC commands. So probably it's a little bit noisy. So okay, let me do it again. Bitcoin CLI get addresses by account. For example, Anando. I have 4 Bitcoin addresses under this account, and okay, I want to see the private key of this one. Bitcoin CLI dump private key. This one, okay, this is the private key that nobody should show. However, just to today I'm just showing you how these commands work. Okay, so another thing is difficulty. What is difficulty? As you know, every 10 minutes we have one Bitcoin block being mined. That means someone is solving a Bitcoin block. By solving, what does it mean is it actually finds a value by changing the nonce. So it changes. If we go to the Bitcoin block again, so as you can see in the Bitcoin block header, there's a field called nonce that I have described before. So a Bitcoin miner changes these nonce value again and again. It basically starts from 0, and this is a 32-bit field, so it can be up to 2 to the power 32 minus 1. So it changes 0 up to 2 to the power 32 minus 1. Then it creates the block header and includes the transactions, and then use the hashing function, the SHA-256, twice to create a hash of this Bitcoin block, and that hash create a hash of the Bitcoin block header, and that the value of that, I mean the number of zeros in that hash needs to be under some value. Okay, I'll talk in detail, and I'll show you in detail later. However, so in short, so there's this hashing process being done by each Bitcoin miner to find a value, to find a specific value, and that specific value is functionally related with you can say difficulty. Okay, I mean how many Bitcoin you can generate in every day, or every 10 minutes, or in 2 weeks. That's actually fixed by the network. So as we know that every 2 week there can be on average at most 2016 Bitcoin block. That means if sometimes we have more blocks being generated by the Bitcoin miner, then the next 2 weeks the Bitcoin network will increase the difficulty value to decrease the number of Bitcoin blocks getting generated, to keep the average generation fixed, and which is 2016 blocks. So if we look at the stats here, as you can see in the stats, in the charts, so we have a difficulty charts. So difficulty, so this is the difficulty charts. So if we look, this is from August 14 to July 15, as you can see. So this is the span. As you can see, there are some this looks like a staircase, right? So so as you can see, it rises, then it is stable for some for some amount of time, then again stable, then it jumps, then again stable, then jumps again. So if we see the all-time difficulty, it will show you how it has increased. Okay, as you can see, after 2013, near 2014, the interest in Bitcoin has risen. More and more miners have come into the Bitcoin mining landscape, and it increased. So as you can see, right now it's like 27. For example, at this time the difficulty was around 27 giga. Okay, 27.5 giga. Okay, and right now it's like 49 giga. Okay, I mean it's now in terahash or more than that. Okay, and it will be increasing, and basically the difficulty, if nobody mines, then the difficulty will drop. Okay, so because lots of people are mining, the difficulty is rising. Okay, and to keep the amount of Bitcoin getting generated is 2016 every 2 weeks. Okay, so that means this difficulty value, we are talking about this difficulty value. So definitely I will have to explain in detail in some video that I'll create on Bitcoin mining and Bitcoin block hashing. So right now we'll just look at Bitcoin CLI gate difficulty. Okay, so as you can see, right now the difficulty is around this. Okay, so, and we can also, for example, we have another command here that is called gate based block hash. So basically it's the last block in the longest blockchain. They call it base block in the longest blockchain. So as you can see in the blockchain.info, so the last height, it shows 364.265. So I assume my Bitcoin server is also has synchronized with it, and if you run your computer as a node, your computer will also synchronize and the gate based block. Okay, firstly we have another command called block count. Okay, so gate block count. Okay, gate block count. So if I do gate block count, it will show the total amount of block it has synchronized with 364265. So that's exactly this. That means my server. So how do you know that whether your Bitcoin client has downloaded all the Bitcoin blocks so far? Okay, you just run this command and you just match it with blockchain.info. Okay, so this is the age of this block is just 2 minutes. Okay, and after 8 minutes or probably a little bit more or less, we'll have another block that will be 364266. Okay, so now I want to get back to the block information. So Bitcoin CLI gate block, if I write this height, okay, not like that. So we can do gate based block hash. So as you can see, this is the hash of this block and you can match it 364265. So this hash is exactly the same as this hash. Okay, now knowing this hash, as when I click on blockchain.info, so if I click on this, you have all this information about transactions and about the block header, right? So as you can see, Bitcoin CLI gate block, and if I just copy this hash here, it will give me the information about the block. Isn't this cool? So now is the interesting thing. How did this blockchain.info created this website? They basically use this Bitcoin CLI command. I hope I'm correct. They basically use this Bitcoin CLI command to gate the blocks. Okay, to gate the blocks from the Bitcoin client they are running in their computer or in their server. And basically, if you have a Bitcoin client running in your computer, you can also create your own website which will show all the information about the blockchain like this, and you can create your own design. Okay, so however, as you can see, all this information here is basically here. As you can see, we have Bitcoin CLI. I have got the gate block. So what was this command? Gate block, right? So I used this command gate block, this one, which takes a hash of the block and returns the information about the block with a given hash. Okay, so how did I get that hash? By using gate block hash and the index number. Okay, and how did I get the index number? By gate block number. Okay, okay. No, not a gate block number will just give me the total amount of Bitcoin CLI. Gate block number will just give, oops, Bitcoin CLI gate block number. Oh, it's deprecated. It's deprecated and removed in version 0.7. So it no longer works. So Bitcoin gate